Welcome to Barrow, my Animal Crossing Forever island, and I'm getting ready for the 3.0 update. Let me start you off with a tour. So this is my flag, bonus points if you know what it is. Right now, I am decorated for Halloween. I even have my costume. I usually don't change my clothes until the Nook Miles Plus asks me to. Oh, and these leaves are so hard for me to get. Let me head to my storage first, just so I can unload some things off. Looks like I was catching a lot of bugs and fish yesterday. All right, so this is my campsite. It's right away when you enter. Most of my island is decorated, but I kind of decorate for the seasons every season. And that sounds like a balloon, and I really need to get it. Although the yellow ones, I don't need that much of. Let's see, though. Let's see what it is. I am looking for... Oh, okay, well, that's a good one. I am on the hunt for mushroom recipes, and I cannot seem to find any. All right, so this is the town neighborhood. It's kind of flanks resident services. So I've got two neighborhoods on each side. Right below this one, opposite the campsite, is just a little park. I've sort of finished it, but there's some things like this pond was a part of a bigger build that I ended up tearing down. A lot of the Halloween decorations I just flipped around to be more November-like until I get a hold of some more mushroom recipes. So up here is also decorated for Halloween. Like I said, I haven't gotten around to decorating for Thanksgiving yet. Up here is just like a little food truck area. And then down here, I've got all flowers. It's just kind of a little garden area. On the other side is my rock garden and hybrid garden. So I've got every hybrid. Most recently, I was able to get all the rocks placed there too. And then on the other side, we have a small graveyard. I've decorated it with some blue roses, but I think I might want to intermingle the gold ones too. And it goes down to the beach. Oh, it looks like everyone's talking. When I have done the other hard mode challenges, it kind of got into my blood. So I just save my bugs and my fish for when CJ and Flick come. I don't save like the cheap ones. Like, what do I've got in my pocket? Like I would save this one, I guess. Here, let me just put it in the pile. I just save the ones that are worth the most money. All right, so we've got Abel's here, and we've got the shop here. Let me just take a look to see what is the hot item of the day. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff in my pockets. All right, see you later, you two. So my dock is here. And then this is the tulip garden leading up to the museum. And I usually have some decorations kind of in front there, but like I said, I don't have any mushroom recipes right now. Barrow is technically my husband's island. At some point, I moved into his island so that I could have a more permanent island, because my own Switch had temporary islands, the ones that I reset and decorate and upload as a dream address. So I wanted something more permanent. All right, this is the road that leads up to the secret beach. It kind of comes around. I haven't really decorated over here much. I haven't really decided what to do. And I needed a third level cliffside so that I could get all the rare fish that you can only get from a cliffside pond. And then over here, see, I'm also working on this. This was decorated for Halloween, this road here. I had all the windflowers and stuff here. And now I'm trying to replace them with the mums for November. And all I have is the mushroom seats, and I'm trying to figure out which table to use in conjunction with the mushroom seats. And I haven't figured out which one I like best. Here's my farm up here. I have all the vegetables, and then I have an orchard in the back. Little setup area or farmer's market area. And then over here is where I save all of my bushes because this is an ever-changing forever island. I like to change with the seasons, so I want to have all the bushes on hand that I can. And then this is my flower breeding area. This is where I start breeding flowers for the next season or for the current season if I haven't made enough yet. But since they announced the 3.0 update and how you can put bushes and flowers and trees in the inventory, I have been just sort of stocking up on what I have here. It would really be nice not to have to change these out every time. I like to use hybrids. I do have kind of a beach area just where I have some flower storage so I can get started with the flower breeding once the seasons are closer. I looked it up. You can get mushroom recipes from red balloons and from message bottles, and I just cannot get one. And I know that I've gotten them before. I know that my husband has them. For whatever reason, I just cannot get any. So that's this part of the island. And then I've got that farming area over there. So this is my more permanent neighborhood. So this is Bill's house, and this is Coco's house. And Coco is my favorite, so I'm gonna keep Coco on my island. Oh, and she's cooking something. Let's see what she's cooking today. I think I've learned most everything except for the mushroom recipes. Oh, she's making pear jelly. I already know it, of course. See ya. So we've got Coco and Bill on the first level here. And then the second level are another lifer villagers. One's Lily and the other is Canberra. Now these are the two that my husband insisted that we keep. So this is his island. I try to take his requests. He doesn't really play anymore, so that's why I've kind of taken over his island. I've decorated it. I did all the terraforming. Together we completed the museum. So this is my house. I've got a little garden here. And this is his house. This is what he chose to style his house, although I'm the one that decorated outside of his house. And this is what our real life yard would look like if he was in charge of it. I have a few things just sitting out here because his house and his storage is where I have elected to store all the DIYs. Let's see if I can access his storage. I can't. So I have all the DIYs and different collections like extra art and bug models, fish models, things like that. So this is his front room. This is how he is chosen to decorate. I don't really go in here too much, but here, I'll give you a tour. I'll give you a tour, I guess. All right, and this is his bedroom. I'm not sure what was going on in here. I think I was trying to display all the gyroids. I think I gave it up because there just was too many. So, yeah, this is an uncompleted room. And then this is his bathroom. I've got some more gyroids being displayed here. And then I'm going to show you the basement first before we go upstairs. This is his game room. I put some more gyroids down here, trying to display them all. I think I ended up just putting them in the storage, though. I just thought they were just overtaking everything. But he's a real pinball fan. We've got a few pinball machines ourselves in real life. It's got some other gaming things, little snack area. And then upstairs is where I have decided to put all the villager photos. These are the ones I've collected. So the ones in the cases were his original villagers. We decided to let Axel go when he wanted to leave, but we have not let Canberra go. Most of the ones on the back are ones that we've had here on Barrow, and the ones on the sides are mostly ones that I've collected from other islands that I've made on my other Switch. And so I saved them all and displayed them here. Obviously, I have not gotten all of them, but I am working on it. So everybody that, oops, sorry about that. Everyone who's not in the permanent neighborhood is free to leave as soon as I get their photos. Okay, so let's head out. All right, well, let's head to my house next. I wasn't really sure how I wanted to decorate, but I kind of want to make use of all of the fruit furniture. So this is the main room. It's the kitchen, and I made use of the orange furniture and rugs. And I haven't finished all the rooms. Let me see in the back. I don't think I finished this room yet. Oh, I made a pretty good effort. Yeah, I haven't really finished it, but this is the gist of it. So that's the bedroom. It's got a pear motif, and then over here is just kind of a little rec room, I guess. Little bar area. This is the peach room. I think this is probably finished. This room's finished, I think. And then on the other side, this is my apple room. And this is kind of a little coffee area, little parlor. I haven't really finished it, I don't think, but this is the gist that I'm going for. Downstairs, I have not finished. It will eventually be the cherry room. Right now, I just have a few of the cherry things and some gifts for the villagers that I just didn't have enough room for. And this is where I used to store all my turnips when I was trying to get the milestone for 10 million, making 10 million bells through turnips. And upstairs, I can't remember what I've got going on up there. I think I have an idea though. Yep, okay. So this was a build that I made back when Crossing Minute had a challenge for making like a bunker or something. He wanted the island to be safe, and there was this whole thing with Digby and everything. This was the bunker I made, and it has all the things that it's supposed to have, like light sources and a fire extinguisher and a washroom area and uh food. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, entertainment too. So I can't really remember exactly what that challenge was all about, but this was my build for that, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it now. All right, so that was my house. Okay. Oh, and then down here, it's an incomplete build, but eventually I'm going to make this bee area. My husband has his own beehive right now, and so he's learning a lot about beekeeping and things like that. So I thought it was a pretty good idea to make a bee area on our island. When I say I'm getting ready for the 3.0 update, this is kind of what I mean. So this is my forever island. I've been on it a while. I've got a lot of things done. My goal for my forever island is to finish all the Nook miles. So the ones I don't have, I'll show you. I haven't caught all the fish, and holy cow, when I got the 2,000 milestone and found out that the next milestone was 5,000, I'm like, I'm out. I can't catch that many. See right here, I'm not even at the halfway mark to getting to 5,000. That is just way too many. I've gotten pretty close to the deep dive, and same with DIY furniture. I'm almost there, but it's like I might as well just save it because I still have to make all the November furniture for my November decor. I can't find any of the mushroom recipes, so I guess I'm just waiting for that one to happen naturally. The DIY tools I did finish. It was a grind, but I did it by shaking trees, collecting sticks, and making nice branches. Apparently that counts as a tool, and I exploited that. Smile Isle. So this is doing favors for other villagers, and I'm slightly halfway there. I'm pretty much halfway there. So this is another thing that's taking me a long time. Nook miles for miles. So basically doing all the Nook plus milestones. I'm almost there, so I just have to keep plugging along. Popular pen pal. Yeah, I just spammed letters constantly every day until I got enough. The snow maestro, well, you can obviously only do this in winter, and I started doing this slightly after winter, so I didn't get this one, but hopefully this winter I'll be able to finish that one up. I don't time travel on this island. KK Mania, that's another tough one. Although I'm over halfway there. Well, I'm over halfway to the next milestone. I don't know what the last milestone is. He only comes on Saturdays, and sometimes I'm busy on Saturdays. I don't just sit here and watch KK every Saturday. Birthday celebration, I'm almost there. I have been going through my amiibo collection, inviting villagers to my island with a birthday coming up, and then also trying to get their photos that way. I figure I have the amiibos, I might as well use them. The fishing tourney and the bug off. So I have another fishing tournament coming up in the winter, and I missed the last bug off in September. So I might either time travel back or wait until September. It sounds like with this new update, see, I was kind of writing off finishing all of these because I was sure that another Animal Crossing was coming out. But now that they're coming up with a new update, I realize it's probably going to be a few years before they come out with a new one. So I've got time. I've got time to finish these. Golden Milestone. Also, I don't use Treasure Islands, so that's another thing. I have not gotten this shovel yet. However, I have gotten the Gulliver milestone, but that's the pirate one and that's the regular one. I don't know what my number is. So basically, whenever the blue Gulliver comes, I try to do his request and cross my fingers the next day, I guess. I don't know. And the other one that I had been really working on was cornering the stock market. So every week I would buy a bunch of turnips, store them in my basement, try to make a profit. Last month I was able to achieve that. So that was my focus for a long time. But now I'm going to have to focus on things like my next biggest focus is bugs and fish and doing the favors whenever I can. That's my forever island. And that's my goal for this island is to finish all the Nook milestones. I'm just going to work on that a little bit so I can change my wardrobe. And it's probably a good time for that because it's not Halloween anymore. So I usually head over here to Able Sisters. I use the changing booth and I get changed here. Something nice and fall-like, I guess. Maybe a little sweater. That's kind of cute. A little cavalier hat. No, that's I'm not gonna do that. I might not wear a hat this season, actually. Well, it is kind of cold. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that like that. I'm gonna wear my usual glasses. Let's put on these tights. And let's find some shoes. Maybe just some white shoes. Yeah. And then a bag. All right. And then we press done. Lots of times I forget to press done. And I have to do it all over again. So that's a Nook Miles Plus. Do that. I don't try to do all of them like this one. I don't have any place to grow fruit trees. I'm not messing around with my island like that too much. But if I go to a cabin island, then if I get enough of those harvest wood, cut down trees, plant flowers, plant shrubs, I might go to a cabin island and get a lot of that done. Let's head over. We'll get a rock. And on the way, we'll catch some bugs. It's always good to catch some bugs. I usually try to catch bugs throughout the day, chip away at that milestone. All right, this is a usable rock garden, by the way. So I just pick any rock, lean against the bushes, and go to town. So that's why I've left myself a little room on the critter, on catching the critters, so that when I have a Nook Miles like this, then I can just do it and it'll still count. And Pascal's here. I will absolutely give you that scallop. I'm pretty sure I've gotten all the recipes from him. Probably just left me a pearl. People compare tuna to chicken, but that's so unfair, man. Some of the bravest folks I know are tuna. Today is a good day. What did I get? I got a mermaid rug, so maybe I didn't have them all. All right, just one more. All right, let's grab that one. I think I have everybody's photo that's on my island right now, except for Elvis. I try to keep a wide dynamic of personalities on my island. Do I have any presents? Yeah, I do. Actually, let me see if I can learn this. I didn't know it. That's cool. All right, let's go see what Elvis is doing. Well, first I gotta find him, I guess. Let's see. Coco was doing the recipe, so I don't really need to find. Oh, all right. These leaves are just so hard to get. I think the last time I saw Elvis, he was down here. Yep, there he is. Oh, and he wants to talk to me. Okay, so here is a chance for a favor. I will come visit. See, I didn't usually do this kind of stuff because I'm like, ugh, whatever, whatever. But it's part of the Nook Miles system, so I never did them. But now I'm paying for it because I got to do it every time now. I don't even think he would let me leave right now. We play a game and try to make the most of the event. All right, can we play that game now? Why don't we play a game? I don't really want that sleeved apron, so I'm gonna try to lose on purpose, which with a 5, there's nothing I can do. Oh, sometimes I win though by trying not to win, sometimes I do win, and, whatever. I get a sleeved apron. Oh, KK Casbah. Oh, another thing I try to collect is all the KK albums, and I think I only have a few to get, but I still have, like, 30, 90 concerts to attend still, so I got time to get those albums. Alright, now I'm back on this side of town. Kix is here. I don't really think I need anything from Kix. Alright, I need to look for that message in a bottle. They say you can get mushroom recipes from the message in the bottle. They say, I meant the wiki that I looked up, but I haven't found one yet. And, you know, I have gotten all the mushroom recipes on other islands, other playthroughs, my other Switch. My husband has a bunch, but I don't remember how I got them, and I don't remember it being this hard. And sure, I could have my husband make all the decorations, but I have a milestone to achieve, and I'm not gonna make it having somebody else make all the furniture. I have a lot of Christmas stuff, so oops, I have to concentrate when I fish. Sorry. I do have a bunch of Christmas stuff, so I might start just decorating for Christmas instead. Here we go. Here's our what do we got? What do we got? Golden decorative plate. Oh, I actually don't know that. Certainly not a mushroom recipe though. Ooh, this either is a big one or a sea bass. Oh, it's no flounder. I used to go hunting for balloons, and I know that they spawn. What is it like on the 4th and the 9th minute? So it might not be a bad idea to farm for those red balloons. Sea bass. Oh, I'm out of room. Let's just let it go. So usually when I get a new recipe or a gyroid, I set them down. Although I have caught all the gyroids, so I usually just sell those now. It's only certain recipes I save now in my husband's storage. I would save them for when my other character on my other Switch would have a new island and I would need to learn a bunch of new recipes in order to finish that island. But now that I might not do another creative island since we're going to have slumber islands and things like that, I'll just sell these cheap butterflies. Actually, this one I'll save. This one I'll leave over by the radio. So as you can see, my storage is getting very full. At one point, it was a one in, one out kind of situation, and it's getting very close to that again. So I'll probably have to go through and clean out my inventory. I had figured that I would just save the things that I needed to decorate for each season. But now that we're going to have an increase in storage, I'm not sure. So this is the radio. I'm pretty sure I have that one already registered, but I will check it out. Okay, I can't register it. So I'll leave this one for my husband. He can register that under his name if he wants. And then I have a little microphone here. So villagers are always coming over here and singing. And the first time I saw one of them do it, I was like, do they even know the words? And sure enough, they knew every word. They knew the song immediately. I'll do Brewster's, but I try to wait until there's a fossil milestone available. And that way I can just do 2 things at once in the museum. Not even sure why I'm collecting all these leaves because I don't have any recipes. Alright, did I water the purple ones? I don't think I did. But I should make sure I've got some flowers ready for the next season. And next season I try to use the red lilies. They look very much like poinsettias. So that's kind of my go-to flower for that season. Mums are kind of a fall flower, so I try to get mums ready for November. No lilies today. There's another bug. There we go. I think I actually ever gave Elvis his present, so I'm gonna head in there, see if I can get his photo or not. I've gotten so many of the photos, sometimes I lose track of who I've already gotten. So I accidentally invited Sydney to the island, and I realized one day I was looking at all my photos, and I'm like, oh, I already have her photo. So I don't need to look for her photo anymore. And I'm at max with friendship or whatever with him, so I don't usually make any small talk with him. I just give him the present and wait for my return gift. Kid smock. All right. Well, I'm just going to leave it here. I'll probably chip away at my milestones, but that's my Animal Crossing island. And I'll probably come back periodically before the 3.0 update and show you my progress. Maybe do some Dream Island visits to my other islands that I've completed. If you enjoyed today's video and want to see more like it, give a like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Good night.